I know you don't think that's 100, man. Please. How y'all doing today? This week on TV. We doing it today. We here today to talk about Wack100. Police ass nigga, man. You feel me? He been a police. I been knew it since he was fucking with 6ix9ine, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. This was the ice on the cake, y'all, man. We gonna pull up some shit, man. It's ridiculous, man. Street code, street value, y'all. Just stay tuned.
On the Clubhouse situation, I don't fuck Clubhouse at all, bro. I didn't even have a Clubhouse page then. Somebody had tagged me in my name.
This dog face right here. He from Detroit, big underdog legend, big true legend, OG, real respected. You know what I'm saying? Teaching knowledge about the youth, take them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the black community progress, and profit. Do your research on Dogface.
It came up in it. I created a Clubhouse page right quick and I got tagged in by it and jumped on there. That's how our first verbal altercation between me and Wack100, Wack100 happened, bro. He reached out to me about it. We could go ask me would I do an interview with him. And I said, yeah. So that was the interview. The interview wasn't, it was just supposed to be my perspective on all the things that I had been through since the last time I had the opportunity to talk to those guys. I didn't know that Wack was going to be a part of this shit, but he chimed in. Later I found out that according to the people who run Different for Clout Chasers, that they run a simultaneous live stream to their Clubhouse page as well.
So meaning that while you doing your
interview
speaking
with them,
again, they can hear
on Clubhouse. Yeah,
gotcha.
Absolutely. Yep.
And so
I didn't know that at first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I found out after the whole explosion with me and Wack happened. He told me, yeah, we broadcast, we live stream simultaneously with what we doing here for YouTube with Clubhouse as well.
So in your conversation, he said that you kept mentioning his name and that's what made him join on to the conversation. What exactly were you mentioning in regards to him that made him get on and, you know, start talking?
That was cap. I ain't mentioned his name at all. I was asked a question about how I felt about BG. They made reference to my previous conversation with Wack and my previous comments that I made about BG and Birdman and that whole situation, specifically when Wack was attacking BG, saying he was a snitch and all that. So he asked me a question about BG working with Birdman with the Cash Money Reunion Tour and working on a project, and Birdman being at the head of it. And he asked me how I felt about that based on what had happened in the past with the whole rat allegations and Wack100 saying what he said. I didn't bring the bitch ass nigga name up. You know, I don't give a fuck about him whatsoever. I'm well beyond that. I don't even talk about that shit no more. But I was asked a question about it. And he asked me if I still felt the same way now that BG was working hand in hand with Birdman after all of the turmoil with.
Yeah.
And what I said, he remembered that I said that I feel like the Birdman has sick Wack on him, on BG.
And what was your reasoning for feeling like, cause just to catch the people up, the issue is that Wack100 basically, quote unquote, exposed BG for a case where basically BG said he had a front man. You know what I mean? It was a gun case. And with the gun case, basically BG threw somebody under the bus that agreed to be thrown under the bus or take the charge. Out, man. We all know what that is in the streets. If you, of anybody of, you know, respect or...
That's like the bag, man. Like you protect the bag. To protect the bag, something going on, they try to put that gun on him. No, somebody take the gun. That's simple right there. You know what's going on with that, but come on.
This whole situation, it was never BG's pistol that he passed to him like, take that case from me. Yeah. It was always Dog gun who got caught with the gun.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So Dog said, well, I'm going to take it. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? Just kick y'all loose. I'm gonna let him know this man right off rip because it is my pistol. So that's what it was. It was never BG's situation to begin with. Dog took the case, and they talked about it before the police pulled Dog out. Dog volunteered that he had a gun on him.
Yeah.
They didn't get pulled out the car and get shook down. They found the gun, the pistol, and then he told the police he had a pistol off rip. So it's not the same situation. But my comments about the whole thing, it wasn't even about the case because I didn't give a fuck about that shit. It was about how Wack100, who is known to work, according to his own admission, he's known to work in close proximity with Birdman. You know, his claim to fame right now is not game. His claim to fame wasn't Blueface, it wasn't nobody else he's working with. Whenever he's having a conversation about anything in the industry, he always mentions Birdman's name in the conversation. He's quick to talk about his association with Birdman. He's quick to talk about his affiliation with Birdman. And when he so-called exposed BG by so-called presenting the paperwork, and then he admittedly sent the paperwork to 1090 Jake, which led to 1090 Jake investigating just the whole situation. 1090 Jake came back down. He came down on a situation that it wasn't a rat situation because old boy who took the case agreed to take the case because it was his gun. So all he agreed to do was take responsibility for what he did, right? 1090 Jake came back, like, no, that ain't no ratting based on the elements of the situation, based on what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. That ain't no ratting on BG part. You know what I'm saying? Old boy, he agreed to take his gun. When he came down there, and Wack admitted that he sent the paperwork initially too. However he got it, he admitted that he sent it to 1090 Jake. For 1090 Jake, he thought 1090 Jake was going to come back down on the Brad side of things, on BG. When he didn't, that's when because at first he didn't even mention it. The first mention was him, 1090 Jake. When 1090 Jake came back with a conclusion that didn't fit what Wack wanted him to say, that's when Wack started his slander campaign, speaking up himself, because 1090 Jake didn't say what he thought he was going to say about the situation after he investigated the situation.
And just for clarity purposes, your position is that being that BG and Birdman is supposed to be brothers, for you, Wack100, basically, to be in partnership and business with Birdman, it's no way that you go out on a limb and start bashing BG without some type of consent from Birdman.
That's exactly what I'm saying. When Wack100 first started this whole campaign against BG, when he first went on this kick, at first he was acting like that Birdman had no clue about it. He even said it on No Jumper podcast. He even said that when he started talking about that BG was a rat, that Stunner was calling him. Stunner was calling him back to back to back. He said he didn't answer. He even said that he left his phone in the No Jumper studio just so he wouldn't have to answer Birdman. Feel what I'm saying? That's the first thing he said.
Wack100, the police.
Never pay for Wi-Fi again. InstaBridge is a free app with 20 million Wi-Fi passwords all over.
Right. How do you know this unless you getting police reports?
And I gotta ask about just one thing as far as like, right now you'll see like a Wack100 or, you know, there's a lot of people putting a lot of the gang politics online and giving the insight. Is that a good or a bad thing, do you think?
That shit bunk. But Wack a snitch. Wack is a cop working. Wack is working. You seen the paperwork? He's working. He's trying to get people to, if you notice, every time something happens in the street, like with the Quando Rondo situation, how do you know so much about a motherfucker? Like, I don't even know that much about that shit. You talk about he done robbed a nigga and did this. Like, right. How do you know this unless you getting police reports? Like, every time something happened, this nigga is on there. Like, even with him, like, you online talking about when you seen us, you had your gun and you was waiting for us and all that. Like, what are you documenting this incident? Right. Like, you talking about we done got it on camera and all that. Boy, If a nigga don't got a camera out when they coming for your ass, you need to run like you did. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no cameras out. Nigga, fuck is we recording?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like point blank period. Like I got the DMs from the lady right here that was at the gate, you know, where you the clicker to move the little parking arm up. I got the DMs from her like, why is this nigga lying so much online? He like, why is he talking about he was on y'all stopped at a standstill and all that. He like, man, he turned and clocked his gun back and pointed it at me and said, bitch, if you don't hurry up and open up this motherfucking, bitch, if you don't hurry up and open up the shit, bitch, I'ma shoot you. Like, oh, no, damn me, that's how scared he was. He like, hurry up, bitch, before I pop you. Like, nigga, you wasn't talking to us like that, nigga. So, boy, anything tough, nigga, man, we told you what the fuck you gonna do with that motherfucker. Niggas kept on walking up on you. You pulled that motherfucker out, nigga kept walking up on you. Oh, look, get cracking, nigga. Man, you ain't like that, boy. You a cop. You know you can't shoot like that unless it's self-defense, nigga. 6'7".
I told y'all, man. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, man. This motherfucker's a cop.
Girls really want a man that isn't afraid.
I think I'm lying, man.
Things in his own hand. You know what's gonna help you get there?
Yo, it's Duff for the Cloud Chaser TV, man.
In part one of this case, we learned from Robert Ross, also known as Studdabox, a Main Street Mafia Crip, and Wack100's introduction into the case, that Wack100 or CS2 Back's house got raided for getting caught on a wiretap on a conspiracy to commit murder, which he never went to prison for, according to the paperwork.
So on the video, when you said something about conspiracy to murder, what actually did you hear on audio of Wack100 that the feds had?
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap. He allegedly gave Dog my address, homie. If I get killed, whoever gave him my address gonna get conspiracy to murder. But if I don't get killed, they can get conspiracy to attempted murder because they shot up my Rolls Royce, put 17 holes in my Rolls Royce.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this, because me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. And I sent it to you because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
No.
And you play. That's what they say, what?
No.
As you can see by now in this first part, Studdabox clearly implicates Wack100 into this case, not only in an interview with Deuce M's and Stats 280, but also right to Wack's face on the recorded phone call. In part 2, we saw Deuce M's break down the paperwork with the transcript on which Wack100 or CS2 Back was caught red-handed as a confidential informant for the FBI, with detailed, corroborating evidence and paperwork that leaves no doubt that Wack100 is in fact confidential source number 2 or CS2 Back.
The paperwork is a transcript of a wiretap. And once I get into this paperwork, you're going to understand that Back was one of the names that the feds used for confidential source number 2. So Back Wack also says CS2 Back. CS2, for those who don't understand law, is code word for confidential source. Wack100 being on a wiretap talking about conspiracy to murder. That holds the same exact time as a murder, a life sentence. And if that's what you on wiretap for, and if that's what they came for you for, then how you out of jail?
In part 3, Deuce M's and Stats 280 speak exclusively.
How you out of jail? Y'all doing business with 6ix9ine? He y'all manager? That's why Gang got the fuck out of there, man. Gang got the fuck out of there, man. He know what's going on, man. He can't even make an album, man. They suing him left and right, man. God damn.
With the last key remaining character in this case, and the person Wack100 directly calls on the wiretap according to the paperwork, Money Mark Stevens. In this bombshell interview, Shaq's business manager Mark Stevens exposes Wack100 aka Cash Jones, the former Death Row affiliate and Pacoima Piru blood, as a confidential informant for the FBI.
What's going on? I'm here.
You got Mark Stevens on, and
The FBI, bro. He's not a fucking snitch like a fucking neighborhood watch. This nigga the fucking FBI. FBI. Hip Hop Cop.
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you. Salute Mark Stevens. This that's the way to salute everybody. Salute.
Yes, sir.
So you was cool with him from the beginning, even negotiated on some business as he.
Yeah, I met him. I met him with Stutterbox. I met him with the homie Stutterbox. That's how I first came to meet Wack, was through the homie Stutterbox, right? When I met him, dude was driving trucks, seemed to be cool. Box was like, yo, this was his neighbor across the street. He seemed to be cool. When Stutterbox defected, Wack picked up the phone and was basically being the interim, the middleman, because he was telling me Stutterbox was defected, and I was like, okay, but my whole thing is, if he defected, why are you fucking with him?
Right. So he says that Stutterbox defected, and then you get some phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right?
Yeah, he called me. He called me, man. It was, man, a series of calls, 4 or 5 calls. He wanted to reach out to the homie, rest in peace, Dell Dog. And right. I don't give out nobody nav. So I called the homie, Dell Dog. I'm like, yo, homie, you want to holler at this dude or what? Because he keep calling me. And he was like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to holler at dude.
So at some point, you get a phone call from Wack100, Cash Jones. And when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Dell Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Dell Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox on what his plan was and what the get down was gonna be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. And Dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line.
Smart man. Rest in peace to Dell Dog, man. So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Dell Dog never trusted dude. You follow me?
Right.
So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't going to chance it. You follow me?
Right.
But it was later on. It was later on after they took the case to they was taking it all away because the homie ain't had no choice. You know, he was facing a life sentence, so he had to take it all away. And with all the lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery, and that's when we found out that the lines was compromised.
And as soon when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap? The whole transcript.
I got the whole transcript. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretaps.
And do you, in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with do you see your conversation?
Okay, now how the fuck is he still doing business, man? Y'all hip hop rap niggas doing business with this dude in interviews? You let this boy trick y'all into talking on a motherfucking Clubhouse, YouTube, Adam, 22. That's why he's so disrespectful, bro. Niggas working with the police is disrespectful, bro. Have no honor, no code to this shit, bro. And no fucking meaning, bro. It's crazy, bro. I ain't lying, bro. Here go another one, man.
Cuz neighborhood loose cannon, aka rapid fire. You know what it is. We about to get straight to it. So it's like Wack. It's like you do all this internet thugging shit and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nigga, nobody seen you do nothing. Nigga, you beat up a nigga that was don't fit a nigga in Miami. What's that bitch ass nigga named Stitches? Like, bro, you did some buster ass shit. and then you acting like you got clout. Then you pay 2 niggas to act like they KKK, but nigga, they was construction workers, and you paid them $150. All that clout chasing shit don't equal up to real nigga shit, bro. We on real nigga time. Like, you have to really start watching your mouth, because niggas don't play that. Niggas play for keeps. Like, you talking about let's get down. Nigga, you bitch ass nigga, you don't want to get down with the loc, nigga. And you could put that on Power Root, nigga. I bet you, nigga, on any dollar, nigga. You don't want to get down, nigga, with the loc, nigga. Know you staring death in his eyes, nigga. That's why you want to run with some coward shit. Oh, let me call Big U. Let me do this. Bitch ass nigga, he don't fuck with you. Nigga, you's a bitch. He don't fuck with rats. He don't fuck with rat lovers. He don't fuck with niggas that doing police shit. Talking about you got the key to his front door. If you do, bitch ass nigga, pull up. Neighborhood crip, we don't play that. Nigga, he don't do internet shit. But I'm out here. 6-0. So nigga, all that bullshit that you doing, bro, we gonna have to cut that out. You could call cuz and tell him, since you got the key to his front door and you talking about where niggas buffing at, and meet me over there, you bitch ass nigga. Cuz don't bend, he don't break, he don't fold. He don't do none of that. And I'm telling you. And he will be tagged in this video with your buster ass too. So if you want to get the animosity out the way and let the world know and clear up some shit like that, you better go on checking in. Nigga, that World Star show. Bitch ass nigga. Neighborhood, we out. Bitch, I'm a problem. Big guns, big drums, long dick, nigga, come and get some cookout. Long nose, 6 shots, quick to solve them. Bitch, I'm a problem. Look, nigga.
No.
And I'm just asking,
Wack 100's family in Detroit, he has family in Detroit and family right outside Detroit in Inkster. Wack 100's family, he has several people in his family who are police officers, period. So when he talks about coming to Detroit, any affiliations with Detroit, you don't never hear him mentioning none of the OGs. You don't never hear him mentioning Free Lord Wine. You don't hear him mentioning Trick, right? He's familiar with both of them people. But you don't ever hear him using their names, dropping their names in no conversation to talk about Detroit. Most times, when folks who are not from Detroit talk about their relationships with Detroit, they talk about folks who are really moving and shaking. You don't never hear him talk about nobody who you're affiliated with who really got a name and in good standings. You just hear him talk about his family in Detroit. His family in Detroit, in the metropolitan Detroit area, they're the police.
How do you know that?
Because people know him. People know his family. People have seen him moving and shaking with motherfuckers who are the police, who are his blood, kin, related, motherfucking family members.
I'm just asking.
Hey, yo, Chris Collective. What's up, LA? But check this out, y'all. I just seen something that said Wack100 was a federal informant. Uh-oh. Hey, yo, Chris Collective.
Tell you not lying, man. Hold on. That shit crazy. Crazy, y'all.
This is a liver killer. This is a liver killer.
And this is a liver killer.
You listen to these fuck niggas, but remember these niggas ain't nowhere near the turf. Ain't got no direct contacts with the turf. Niggas hear this shit third party from a federal confidential source and run with it, bro. But brother, we got enough people. Everybody come in, hit that that like button, man. Share. We finna get right into the content. We had an interview
with 2. Shout out District 13 again, man, for the love, the support. About what some of the things they heard in their interactions with CS2 back as relations to somebody calling the police and being locked up and arrested based upon Wack100. This is recently, man. I'm talking about open case recently. Now, y'all acting like y'all can't hit the like button. We coming with this exclusive.
Hey, dudes. Yeah. Somebody said Wack called his friends in the office. Well, that's not too far-fetched because he do got some favors that was owed by the 64th floor and the flap jacket. So, yeah, that's not
the
too far-fetched.
official Wu himself, Wack100 called his friends. Yeah, man, good one. Wack on his CS2 caller's remorse tip. They said that nigga he got CS2 caller remorse, nigga.
That's caller's remorse. Hey, you know what? Roddy Ricch made that song. When I come, should be like 911. You know, that was fitting for those who fit those shoes. You understand?
Wait, how the song go again? I never heard that shit.
Like this. So the song started off. When I call, treat me like 911. When I call, treat me like 911. I don't think no real niggas, and I don't think no real one would be saying treat.
So like, you saying he want to be handcuffed to the bed and all of that?
I think he want to be treated like the officer, lieutenant. Tell me everything that's going on so I can handle it, and this guy can get his justice and get incarcerated.
Hey, did you see Pride Day on? Hey man, we holding the content till y'all get them likes up, man. But did you see they had the gay pride or rape pride on the? A passerby seen it and called, but they would have been giving up information while it's going on, and that means that there's going to be a transcript to that, the dispatcher call, and audio. So what we're definitely going to do is dig deeper into this, but it's obvious that something happened. We did get confirmation that 2 brothers were arrested in connection with this alleged felony, right? Conversations. So, three different scenarios. 2 out of the 3, Wack100 either called 911 or called someone to call 911 for them, which they're saying R&B. That's a 66 2/3 odds that this nigga's snitching again. CS2 back is still working, bro. Calling 911. You gotta remember, hey, y'all, in the book, when the nigga thought they had a tracker on his truck, right? When they seen the tracker on that nigga truck, he found the tracker. He think it's a bomb. The first thing he did at the thought of danger was grab the tracker and run to a dirt lot and throw it. And then he went and dialed 911. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he died hard. He grabbing bombs and shit. This nigga here animated.
Nah, it's not. It's in the book.
Hey, no. Hold on. Let me tell you the story. Hey, listen. You be in the room. You know it went like this. I'm driving up the highway. Boom. I'm driving. Something. My inner snitch. My inner twitch told me to pull over. So I pull over. I get out the truck. Now, mind you, I just got into it with these busters. So I search my vehicle. Bam! I see it. I'm thinking it's a bomb. I get the bomb. I call. Matter of fact, I Superman over the seat, drive all the way down to the police station and tell them, y'all niggas trying to kill me? Like Scalise and Waddy the Sensei and y'all trying to kill me? CS2, Cash McElroy Jones, bam, boom, boom, boom. I put the bomb on.
See that right there, they lying. He went left, started some trouble with these motherfuckers, came back, police did the little tracking thing. That's how he found that was a tracking device. The police did a little scanner thing. Come on, man, you got a scanner thing on the... Come on, man.
On the table, the tracker, and I tell him, this is what I found. They say, hey, Mr. McJones, this is not a bomb. This is the snitch device to make sure that you do your job. Oh, my bad. Then, to my surprise, they didn't really have me, but they had me, but they didn't have me. You get it? Hey, yeah. Weird ass. What the name of that movie? No, that's in the book.
So again, y'all, Rico TV, man, be tuned to what you do, man. Be careful who hang around, man. This is real life, real dude, real life, real shit, man. Wack100 is the boys. Please be careful who do business with. He talking about Durkee, yo, talking about Young Thug, talking about Gunna, talking about everything. This nigga's the police. And we here. Get money. Like and subscribe, y'all. I know you don't think that's 100, man. Please.